And now for something completely different.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Blacklist Universe. We're gonna be drawing today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the God Squad's back.
Oh,
Drawings.
God Squad.
Look at the color. Look at the color on my head. Just letting you know. I feel
See
good.
that? See that? Color, Edwin. Color. Color.
Got some color. I went and got
He is
some more sun myself.
Psychopath talking.
I'm also kind of pink because I burned today.
He's a crip. No, you're blood. The blood.
Hey, I started a new sketchbook. You guys want to see some of the art in my sketchbook?
Yeah, baby.
Is that the Valkyries or different?
No. I just bought this and I had this for a little while. When I was in New York, I had another. This is called a handbook. It's one of my favorite sketchbooks, especially for watercolor. And I met this customer. She was super cool. She and her husband. She was into art. They were asking a lot of questions. Really cool. Anyway, more our age customer. So I said, "Yeah, I'll let you have this. You can have it." It was a brand new sketchbook. Oh,
cool.
cool. So then I came back and I went to not Michael's.
Blix?
No, Hobby Lobby, where I got this.
Hobby Lobby.
And then I was wondering why it was so cheap. It's because they were discontinuing them. I was like, no.
I bet you stopped at Chick-fil-A on the way to Hobby Lobby, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I get the diet frosted lemonade, which I love. Anyway, so I went to my local store and they had them. So this is my new personal sketchbook. It's a little small thing. Got a red skull. It's just a great. I love.
Well, put that up next to your mater. There's a resemblance there.
No, we're all too.
Put a beard on the red skull. It'll be spot on.
It'd be perfect. Yeah. This is.
Oh,
El Diablo.
Yeah.
what are you doing? What are you doing the colors with?
Watercolor, and Abe Sapien.
Nice.
Yeah. So I thought.
Agua Colores.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Colores de agua. Yeah.
Coloras de agua.
Colores de agua.
Colores.
But yeah. So I'm moving along with this stuff. Very cool. Oh my goodness
Colors
gracious!
of water. That doesn't make any sense.
It's colors of water.
That's what I said. But it's
Yeah.
watercolors.
And I'm just here for a few minutes. As soon as my wife is dressed, we're going to get some Thai food.
We're dressed.
Every Saturday, we're kind of working through the menu. But unless it looks like
server. Please, Edwin.
Thai food.
We'll be talking about your wife being undressed. It's just
dressed for going out a time.
No, I was trying to hide that from you. Gummit.
What's it got?
Uh-oh.
He's gonna be a dinosaur for Halloween, so he's got one of those inflated dinosaurs. But I
Is
know
that
if he gets it open before Halloween, he's gonna break it. So
Is that JoJo?
yeah,
Oh, he's going to be terrorizing the land.
anything we get him from the Halloween store or anything, he plays with it until he breaks it. Nothing lasts more than 24 hours. So yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
go on.
No. You guys should see my my mask.
Your shiny red head.
Oh, this is named Drawma.
Drama. That's right. We're doing some comics drama tonight.
What did I do?
Very dramatic.
Scotty, I'm going to let you think about that comment for a couple minutes, and you can come back.
Oh, Scotty, you don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't insulting at all. I know Watermelon Platypus. I was encouraging him to give Anna more money.
Watermelon platypus.
Yeah, Watermelon
Timothy
Platypus.
Best says, "Please tell me I'm getting clickbaited." You are. Mike is inking page 35 of Soul of the Soldier. What are you drawing, Elliot?
I am working on my cover for the reprint. Here, you want to see what I'm working on?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're actually just going to be focusing on Elliot's.
Yeah.
At
So what I have here is, I forget the cover number. I think this is it 521? Can't be that late. I don't remember now. It's a John Byrne cover. I forget the cover number, or is it 517? I don't remember.
I don't know. Where'd you get the inks? Comic artist?
I found it online. I don't know who. It was inked by Rubenstein. Oh, this is an 04, so this is like a remake anyway.
Oh.
So Rubenstein inked it in 04. But anyway, this is that classic. Well, no, he did this way before 04. So I thought that when Mike asked me to do a cover, I thought, I started that last trend with the well, I don't know the trend, but I did that homage to Secret Wars.
Oh yeah.
So I thought, what great cover reminds me of this vampire story, I always feel like Lone Star is like a Captain America, but better than Captain America. Stupid Captain.
That's right.
So he's in the same family of characters. So I thought, man, it'd be kind of cool if I had that. Then this is one of those iconic covers that pops in my head. I think this is Barren Blood. So I thought it'd be great if I do something like that with that kind of layout for Lone Star and the villain in the story.
Yeah.
And then little tiny baby scrawny Captain Britain in the back is going to be replaced with
Angel.
But it's much sexier. I'm just using this as a general pose to start off with. So that's what I'll be working on tonight while we get going.
Egg salad.
Egg salad. Whoa.
Yeah, it's a devil dog.
That was a good one.
I love it.
She is the devil. Sometimes I think the people make this really superficial comparison to Lone Star and Captain America because they're super soldiers and they both came out of World War II. But Captain America is a rock star. I mean, everywhere he goes, unless one of these weirdo writers gets a hold of him and tries to use him for propaganda, or turn him into something he's not. Captain America is like a rock star. He's an icon. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, Lone Star is sort of lost to history.
Yeah. He has all the sacrifice, all the consequence, all the cost, and none of the upside except for his own personal ethos and his own values.
Yep. And his own traumatic loss.
Let's see. There's a question here. Dark Admiral March here says, well, and guess I'm terrible at starting drama. P Money and Edwin both ignored me. Well, aloha, Dark Admiral March here. Aloha, and God bless you, sir.
Yeah, and I'll be having my head down most of the time anyway, so forgive my ignoring. I will pop my head up occasionally and see what's going on, but I'm going to let Edwin handle the chat.
All right, but it's only for a little bit. As soon as
right. We'll bounce back. And everybody can enjoy the McDonald's logo on my head. The M.
Captain Hilt says, Edwin, what are we seeing here from Elliot? Okay, so Elliot is working on his Lone Star cover for the reprint of Lone Star Heart of the Hero. Now, don't forget, that's not just a reprint. There is an 8-page bonus story of the origin of Brando. Mike, I'm going to send you some notes tomorrow. When I wake up, I'm going to put down some thoughts.
All right.
I pitched an idea for a Lone Star story to Mike, and it sounded like you liked that one too.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Fun playing with history.
Yes. Yeah. So what you're seeing here is Elliot went and found a Captain America cover that he really liked, and Elliot is absolutely, man, you are incredible at interpreting these older covers and doing like an homage. And hopefully everybody's seen Elliot's cover from Monster Hunt, because it is it's just an absolutely gorgeous homage to Secret Wars. And so now he is doing the same thing. He's taking a beautiful Captain America cover, and he's going to do an homage to that for Lone Star Heart of the Hero.
That is correct, sir. Yeah, it's so for people don't know, sometimes this will say at the end, after John Byrne, and that's kind of cool. It's funny. I did the Mike Zeck thing with Secret Wars, and I'm doing the John Byrne thing with Captain America, and it kind of it's fitting because these are some of my heroes from my childhood as far as art is concerned. So it's kind of neat that there's an opportunity to do an homage and to kind of like draw attention to it, to the story in a different way. And I think some of the fans who enjoy that sort of comic, those older comics from the 80s, maybe 70s, will appreciate this as well. This is definitely when Captain America was living, I think, in Brooklyn, and was a graphic designer or something like that.
Yeah, he was an artist. People forget that Captain America, his day job was artist.
What is up with that? Need more of that in my life.
Hey guys, it's your old buddy Cap. I've got a new comic book coming out on Indiegogo.
That would be amazing.
Probably not.
Oh no. Oh yeah, it would be great. Maybe Captain America can advertise for them.
He'd get memed. He'd get memed off the internet. Yeah, beat it, Boomer. Who do you think you are, Captain America? Get out of here.
Racist. They would all be calling him a racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got any questions about drama type stuff, the fastest way to get an answer on drama stuff is to send a DM to Elliot Fernandez on Twitter, and that is probably the best way to get any response to drama stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand why she'd be upset.
Let's see. This is Cece for $5. Says, hi, everyone. Glad to see some art from you talented folks.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I think Elliot Fernandez has suspended his Twitter account, so the answers on the drama questions may be a while in coming. But if they're really worth it, I'm sure you don't mind waiting.
What is that? What is that?
That's awesome. It's going to be a minute.
Cesar Feliciano says, I thought Elliot was bailing on Twitter. He is. That is the beautiful thing.
Yeah, I'm done with Twitter, man. Done with it. I'll let you guys handle it. You guys are better at it than I am.
The thing with all this drama stuff is there's an opportunity cost that's not worth it. In the time that you spend arguing about this stuff, even defending some of this stuff, engaging on some of this stuff, you lose time that you could have spent with your family, that you could have created something. Even you as fans and viewers, you've lost that time where you could have consumed something that was better for you.
Well, I mentioned this earlier in my walk and talk. One of the things about Twitter, Twitter in its own way it is what it is. It's a fine application for what it's used for. If that's what you want to use it for, it certainly is functional. So that's fine. My issue is that I'm not really a talk kind of guy. I'm a let me show you what I'm doing kind of guy. I think that's why I seem to thrive on Instagram over Twitter. I was never good at. I never have a strong enough opinion about anything in particular because I'm busy. I'm not paying attention to so much stuff. So hearing, getting pulled into some of the unnecessary foolishness was, for me, I couldn't offer anything to the discussion. And I wasn't really penetrating the atmosphere for getting my content out there. Like I wasn't getting enough how do I say, engagement,
right?
That so it was an easy thing to say goodbye to because it wasn't really that helpful. And for those of you guys who are who who feel probably have a similar feeling about that. I'm not recommending anybody do anything in particular, but I remember I was listening to Zach one time say that how he left and he's just been happy, and some people argue that he's gone for various other reasons, but to be honest, he does sound happier. And I'm like, yeah, all right, that's good enough for me. It's a good example to me how there's life after Twitter. And by the way, Twitter, if it's only a big deal to you if you spend too much time on it. I was surprised at how many people felt like I was leaving the country or something like that, or was going to flee to another, a small island in the Caribbean. No, I'm I started out, with my larger following on Instagram before I ever came to Twitter. Now I'm just going to go back to that. It's going to be better for everybody. Yeah,
well, I know for me, most of my followers came when I was talking about politics. The fastest my YouTube channel ever grew when I was looking at like some sociological stuff. I was debating with some of these alt-right people, but I got to the point where I just didn't want to platform some of it. I was just like, oh, I don't even want to talk to these people.
Kevin Ryan says, gee, I don't know. The other stream is doing Drawma, and they have 1,000 viewers. This one isn't and has 100. Maybe Drawma is worth it. No, it's not. You reap what you sow, and the kind of audience you get if you're nonstop Drawma, they're going to be a fickle crowd of drama feasting vampires.
Well, even simpler.
I'd rather have people who want to come hang out and enjoy themselves.
Look right in front of you.
I hate the Housewives. My wife watches this stuff all the time. I hate the Housewives.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's watching what's going on with this crap, and she's mocking me because this is the freaking crap I'm always complaining about.
Real comic wives.
Please. That's what comics get. Well, I don't want to say all comics gate, but that's what this has become. This is freaking Housewives of Comics Gate or something. I don't know. It's so annoying. I just want to have a good time. Well, people flock to the Aloha Hour because they came here to get away from all this dramatic bull crap.
Downshift says, just got here. Are we still complaining about people complaining? No. Just real quickly, someone suggested that maybe Mike would be better to do drama. How about no? And tell you what, let's put a period on that, because we can control this and say that's probably enough. Because look what you've got right in front of you. Look up for just a moment and look at what Elliot is putting together for you, Mike.
Yep. That's what we all about here.
All right. And so Mike right now is inking page 35 of 48 for Lone Star Soul of the Soldier.
That's
Getting it done. Man, if you hadn't have done Monster Hunt, Soul of the Soldier,
I would be done.
But if you hadn't have done Monster Hunt, we wouldn't have had that cool Elliot Fernandez cover. I'm going to call that a win.
A win.
A little bit of delay. I'm going to call that a win.
I'm going to say thank you. No, listen, at this point, there's a I don't want to get, we already had God Squad, but there's a passage in scripture that talks about the surpassing value of knowing Christ, right?
Yes.
I love that passage because it reminds me that there's a lot of stuff you can do to gain. That goes back to the passage that I also quoted, what profits it a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul. It was interesting. Somebody commented on the Greek interpretation of that is just psyche. I don't disagree with that either. I think it's my mind that I'm concerned about. Where's my mind? Where am I spending my energy? Where am I spending my time? And I think what we're saying ultimately is, whatever you do what's good for you, what profits you and builds you up. And and doing something like that isn't necessarily, I could do a lot of things that could make me a lot of money. I can go sell drugs and make more money than all of us. But that's not good for me. That doesn't profit me. And so I'm fine if we have a small group, because I think that's better in the long run. It'll be better. So don't always look at it as numbers equals success or value. I think sometimes we fall into that trap. I think it's more important that you do what you got to do and keep it rolling. You know?
And I don't want to.
Sounds like you're having a party over there, Miller.
I don't know what they're doing in the hallway. Why they always have to do it in the hallway, though? I go back to you reap what you sow, man. You reap what you sow. I mean, we could be doing. If it was about money, I would have been into video games years ago, because I had friends making $200,000 a year. You know, sitting in a chill office, hanging out with a bunch of other people. You know, doing stuff in 3D. I can do stuff in 3D. That's easy. But this is what I want to do. This is what I love. And this is the audience that I want to cultivate. An audience of a good audience. I want a good audience. I want people that love the craft. I want people that aren't closed-minded and won't be like, "Oh my gosh, he's a Christian. I don't want to buy anything him, whatever." I don't want Christophobes collecting my stuff.
And that's not to disparage. That's not to disparage anybody.
No.
But I always think about when I do something, I never want to be doing a version of something that somebody else does better. And there's people who can do a lot of stuff better than me. And so I'd rather focus on the things I'm good at, or the things I enjoy, that I'm willing to pay the opportunity cost. Everybody should understand the idea of opportunity cost. And that means if you do this thing, you can't do something else.
That's right.
Because you've got sunk time, you've got sunk capital, whatever resource, whether it's your money or your time, is now gone. So the opportunity cost means you can't do or enjoy the other thing because you've decided to do this. And so, what are we reasonably good at? Well, the two of you are fantastic artists, right?
Well,
we all share our faith, and we enjoy sharing our faith. We enjoy sharing boomer humor, right? Yeah. And so you've got art, you've got storytelling, you've got maybe a little bit more gentler, sillier humor, with some periodic trolling from Mike, because Mike is going to troll periodically.
That's just me.
And for the people who enjoy the other things and want to sell those things or provide those other things, let them do that. And there's places and channels and forums that you can go and you can get the great version of that if that's what you want.
Exactly. Yeah. This is it's not an either or proposition necessarily. It's just enjoy what you like, and if you want what I mean, I don't want to speak for Mike and you guys, but we kind of are aligned that way. If you like what we're doing, then we're here for that. If you want something else, then there's other places for that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really is. I'm not saying that to be. I don't mean to sound insincere about that. That's the beautiful part of all this, and that's where if you guys wanted genuine variety, we're providing it. So, and this isn't always going to be the popular thing, but it's fine for me. I'm happy. That's what I'm ready to do.
Nope. Bob Ross never got the audience of American Idol.
Yeah. But if you're trying to be something you're not, and if you try to entertain or match up with an audience that doesn't match up for you, neither you nor your audience will be happy.
That's right. Just be the authentic you, as long as there is an authentic you.
Yeah.
So Alien loves Bob Ross. I feel you, baby. I watched Bob Ross as a kid.
Did you get any exercise today, Mike? Did you go for a walk?
I did not. I was supposed to go today, but circumstances made it impossible.
Elliot went for over an hour this morning,
I know. I watched it.
and I ran for right about an hour. Man, going up this hill, the first mile and a little bit over a mile of the hill, there's like over 400 feet in elevation gain.
Man,
my calves were just screaming at me when I got to the turnaround point.
I'm feeling kind of weird. I've been taking this medication. Oh, boomer. I'm taking this medication for my cholesterol, and I think it's doing what it did last time. It's killing me. It feels like I've been working out for like 30 hours straight on my legs.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's a statin medication. It's not a statin.
If you're taking a statin type thing, it will mess with your tendon healing.
Yeah,
my boss has to take a statin, and he's got all kinds of tendon problems. Custom Elvis for $5 says, "You're good people. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking."
That is a horrible Elvis impersonation, if that's what you were going for.
No, that was just
Okay.
my
Derek the Flam says, "Get some exercise, Mike. We need you to live long enough to finish Lone Star." No, I usually exercise. I try to go for a walk every other day, for roughly an hour. But today was my walk day, but circumstances just forbade it. It was just family stuff. So
I like how you use the word for bad.
Forbade.
Forbade.
Because it was bad, dude.
Yo, for bad.
Am I using that right? It was for bad, man.
But going up that hill today with my heart hammering in my chest, the only drama I was thinking about was, oh good Lord, am I gonna pass out on the way up?
Yeah, right. I for a second there, while I was in live stream, I had this thought: I hate to just pass out right here, live in front of everybody. Edwin will never let me live it down. I gotta get my copy of Lone Star out. I gotta figure out what this guy looks like.
Oh, Scott Kurtz has got some nice words for you. He says, well, for Elliot, he says, Elliot, I messaged you on Facebook. God bless you. You're so talented. It was so smart to get off Twitter and focus on your work.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You need to, and then he follows up, and this might be directed at both of you. Scott, you'll have to let us know. You need to just put your head down and draw, and don't look up for a year. When you do, everything will be so much better. I promise you.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to be getting in touch with you soon, Scott. Yeah, lots to discuss. So this is that ugly finger hand thing. I don't like it that much, though. I need to bulk this guy up because your vampire's bulkier.
Is he opening a pickle jar? What's happening?
Yeah.
It could be like, you know how they have Uber Eats, or you can call for stuff to be, that could be his day job. He could on-call pickle jar opener.
Well, and this is why it's an homage, because now I'm thinking, I'm going to adjust this.
Andy Hayes asks how long I usually walk for. It's about 45 to 50 minutes, and it's downhill on the way there and uphill all the way back. So that's about how far I go.
Wait, let's see. This comes from Eric Hawkins. Today must have just been an all-around bad day.
What is
I
that?
was supposed to do a show but couldn't make it. Had to drop 200 on a car battery. The furnace quit working, and my wife's cousin was found dead. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Named as, well, God bless you, Eric.
Tag God. Bloody gum.
I'm going to say tomorrow's going to be a better day, just by contrast.
Oh. Sorry to hear it, brother.
All right, now Scott Kurtz is sharing a little bit with us. It'd be, I know you guys have had some tension before, but it would be interesting just to have a sit down with Scott someday.
Perhaps.
Scott Kurtz says, I did
it would
it.
certainly be interesting, yeah. Either way.
Maybe I'll do it on my channel. But you know what, Scott has got some kindness. We've all got our blind spots. We've all got our bones to pick. And I say this for myself too. But Scott, I've had some pleasant exchanges with Scott, and he does have empathy for people. He says, I did it. I had to do it to break away from the toxic culture of the penny arcade offices. When you make it 100% about the art, everything just clicks into place.
Well, now I want to know what happened to Penny Arcade.
See? Now you're like, me and Scott might have something in common.
Actually, I've been listening to Webcomics Weekly again recently. Been putting on the old audio for that. That was a podcast he used to run with a few other great artists. And it's interesting. He had really great insights back then. And I still hold to a lot of those, even though he says it's old stuff. I like it. So I like it.
Yeah, it's funny that whole model just changed so dramatically. I think with Webtoons. What the heck is going on here?
Well, I think on the other hand, though, one of the things I'm excited about is the concept of kind of going more. I'm really excited. I'm going to launch a video tomorrow announcing a way to get onto my mailing list. And that really is the thing. I had a mentor work with me my first year going independent, and he really emphasized that. And I never took him up on that, but now more and more, everybody that I talk to that are like gurus and stuff, that's the way to do it. We've been relying too much on Indiegogo and the update thing through there. I think it's because we feel like it's just easier to do, maybe shortcuts, but the longer, harder work is hardly hard, right? With first world problems. I gotta set up an email. But
mine through MailChimp.
Well, I don't want to start with that yet. I want to keep it simple, because if I have to go through MailChimp, I have to start a whole new thing, and I'm going to get, I don't want to do this either. It's getting boring. So I figured just an email will start off, and I can always convert those later. But
the thing is, it depends on the size of your email list. Your a normal web client won't let you send out hundreds of emails.
That's fair, and I'm just trying to get the emails out, collect the emails first. Yeah, and then I'll decide which way to go, because there's a few other services that provide that as well.
Yeah. And if you're just joining us now, Mike Miller is inking page 35 of 48 for Lone Star Soul of the Soldier, and Elliot Fernandez is creating a variant cover for the Heart of the Hero reprint, and this is an homage to Elliot. Do you have the old cover available so that people can see that? Because we've had some people join us here within the last 20 minutes.
I'm going to search for it real quick here for you guys so you can see it. I have a picture of the pencils, but I think you guys should see.
And Scott says Penny Arcade transcended being a webcomic. It runs a huge convention called PAX. Yep. And this is how I know Scott, because I used to watch a program called Acquisitions Incorporated, which was just how we kind of do stuff live ourselves. They would live broadcast like these highly produced and just kind of cool little Dungeons and Dragons adventures. And Scott would play the role of a character called Benwin Bronzebottom. And he was very entertaining.
Huh. Was it animated or something?
No, they do it live on stage. On stage in front of a huge audience, and then it would get simulcasted.
Oh, and was that from PAX?
Yeah.
Okay,
that was from PAX. Scott did a fantastic job with it. He was a great performer, very charismatic, and did just a fantastic job with his character. And I thought the show was poor without him.
Well, I wonder why he stopped. Hold on a second, Ian.
All right, so this is the basis for your homage character?
Yeah, so I'm planning on basically doing the same thing I did with the Secret Wars homage. I'm going to recreate all these parts and elements. I'll have to talk to Mike about the specifics. And I'm even going to try to do Lone Star this way in this kind of Captain America font. Unless I can't. I wonder if there's a trademark issue with that. But we'll figure it out. I'll come up with a better solution then. But I want to do this whole thing. I want to try to imitate the whole thing. Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's going to be good.
Cool.
So I have to do another drawing of Lone Star up here to a cool action pose of him. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun.
Oh, cool. That was streamed to theaters nationwide via Fathom Events, and Sean Campbell said, I saw that in the theater.
Yeah.
The things I didn't know.
Yeah.
And Scott has another strip out there. I think I probably mention it here. That
PvP? You mean besides PvP?
Yeah.
We've got Table Titans.
That's it. I talked about doing some fan art for him once for that. I think I'm gonna give him help with that.
Just don't tell him you're friends with me.
We're gonna win Scott over.
We'll see.
Lil Peep Peep says, does Edwin draw too? I do portraits and caricatures sometimes. Caricatures. I did a Star Wars.
Say no, Edwin. Just say no.
I did a Star Wars caricature one time that got a laugh out of Mike, but that was not for public consumption.
Brother.
I'm gonna have to go in a second. Scott, I should have you on sometime, but what you should do if you ever come on my YouTube program, we should spend the first 5 minutes disavowing me. So you should spend like the first 5 minutes saying that Edwin is the worst person ever. No one should listen to him. And then we could probably have a great conversation, and that would be fun.
Too much. All right, you out of here, Eddie?
Yeah, I've got a date with some spicy Thai food. I'm gonna try and find something that is delicious, but is gonna have me up late at night with indigestion and insane dreams.
Was it the Thai food?
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the reddest, spiciest, wickedest looking stuff on the menu.
I've never had Thai food proper.
Really?
No, I'm not much of a foodie, man. My mom, even though we're Puerto Ricans, I loved pizza and hot dogs and cheeseburgers.
You're so basic, Elliot.
I know.
Basic Elliot.
I'm trying. Yeah, I just started eating sushi this past year.
Oh, that's a step.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, if you're still going when I get back, I'll pop in. And Scott, thanks for popping by, and thank you for the kind words for Elliot.
Yes.
Enjoy your dinner with your
Word,
love.
man. Word.
Aloha, gentlemen.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Scott says I ran right past him in the gas lamp. I was only downtown. I was only in San Diego 2 days, I think. And yeah, I ran through the gas lamp either with my wife or looking for my wife most of the time. So
I don't know what that is. That sounds expensive.
The gas lamp district is where, like, at one end of the gas lamp district is the convention center. And then it's 5th Street, 4th Street, and 6th Street, essentially, up until you get to Broadway. Well, maybe not Broadway. Yeah, maybe Broadway. I'd probably call that whole area the gas lamp district.
I've never been to San Diego, so I don't know.
It's just an area. It's like, some downtowns have like north of Market Avenue or something like that. Noma.
I wonder if this kind of like our area here. This.
You know what? Hell's Kitchen. Think Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
That sounds like our Ybor city here.
All right.
Yeah, Ybor is I don't know if you know this, Michael. Ybor is very rich in cigar history. So we've got a lot of Tampa is in general. So we got a lot of cigar influence areas in this part of our town. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't recall ever smoking a cigar.
Oh, I have. I'm enjoying it now. I got to go back and buy some from my buddy down in the Metropolitan Cigar Company.
I smoke cloves, which they now call cigars because it's illegal to have flavored cigarettes. So now they actually wrap cloves in cigar leaves or in tobacco leaves rather than paper.
Cloves.
Cloves?
Boy, what you talking about?
It's a clove flavored tobacco. Clove, CLOVE.
Oh, like what you put on ham?
I don't
You make it?
ever put cloves on ham, but probably.
Maybe I got that wrong. I don't know. You guys can correct me in the chat. Let's see. I'm going to try to pay attention where as best I can. Thank you, Earks, for Elliot is so talented. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry, Michael. They didn't say it for you. Let me see what else here. So Unrelated Coma says, it's bizarre how people in the first world will do everything they can to avoid any discomfort whatsoever and then intentionally eat third world cuisine knowing the end result beforehand. Yeah. I mean, look, man, you get to a point in your life where I think I should try stuff. I really think I should try stuff. And I did. And now I eat sushi. But I'm still a little weary, though. I'm not big on, well, I'm eating more fish now, too. That's the other thing. Because I'm not, I want to get off this cholesterol medicine. So I want to stay away from as much red meat as possible. Don't you have new cholesterol problems, Mike? What happened to Mike? Oh, man, I'm talking to everybody by myself. Can you guys hear me all right? Dun, 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 dun. All right. And Mike left me. Okay, good. It's the Elliot Show. What up, everybody? Welcome to the Jerkmonger Show on Blacklist Universe. All right. So let me keep reading the chat until Mike gets back. I'm sure he'll be back soon. DJ Piston, yeah, we hear you, Elliot. Change his password. I don't have any access to it, Scott, but I think I would like to. Welcome to the Elliot Show. CC says, clothes taste like grass. Gross. Mike, let Jerkmonger hook you up with a cigar. Tampa is great for them. Yeah, Tampa's got some stuff, man. My buddy over at the Metropolitan, it's kind of nice. It's like a walk-in humidor. It's pretty cool. I wasn't really that interested, but then I got kind of turned into a pseudo aficionado through.
I might have to reboot my desktop or something because it's
no. But I
open it up from my Mac. That is the nice thing about StreamYard.
What's that?
Is if you have the same account on multiple computers, I can still control it from this computer or that computer.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, just this right here that I can talk and still look at everybody. People can still see me while I work on the computer.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a big deal, man. That's something you couldn't do on Hangouts.
No, that's correct.
Huh. Are they still trying to make an update to Hangouts? I hope not now, because I'm liking this one.
I don't know what the heck they're doing. But
they're losing me.
You're losing me?
No, they're
losing you.
They lost me already.
All right.
Oh, CC, when you come down, man, if you come down, let me know, man. We'll hang out. I know peoples.
All right, I'll be back.
All right. So this is supposed to be a vampire. I'm working on Clip Studio Paint, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm enjoying this program immensely. Actually, it's working better than I expected it would. Captain Hill says, Jerkmonger, sending you some positive vibes to get that passion to draw back, baby. You're too talented to stop. Captain Hill, it's art is a tricky thing, man. If it's not I enjoy art, man. Don't take it the wrong way. I think maybe I've given the wrong impression here. I really enjoy working. I've been dealing with some stuff in general, and it's been nice to just get away from some of the stuff. That's all. So it's going to help rejuvenate. I'm already feeling more rejuvenated. Trust me. Andy Hayes says, Jerkmonger, how can you tell how far from the side of the head the eye should be? I can't tell. I'm always eyeballing this type of stuff. I don't really think of it that way. I'm sure. Look, if you take Loomis's approach and you cut the head in quarters, I think this is how it works. This is about right. I just got to make sure that the eyebrow would have lined up with the ear. I mean, the ear might be a little taller. And I think he's a vampire, so I think I'm going to give him pointy ears. I'm not sure about that. Where exactly is Ybor? Part of NYC? Kevin Ryan? No, Kevin, I live in Tampa, Florida. And it's a strip. It's a strip there that in Tampa. Tampa's got a lot of, got a lot of ghettos. That particular area was rejuvenated, and it's doing really well. So if you guys come to Tampa, let me know. Tampa's a great town, said CC. I missed it. Been about 10 years. We'll get there in 2020. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm about there. I probably could. What's that sound? Vampire or elf? I don't remember. I got to get my comic, Mike. Oh, Mike left me again.
There we go.
He's back.
Sorry.
Woo!
All right, now I'm going to turn it off on my Mac.
It was like a 1970s. 1970s. Hey, do you want to see some of my haul from New York Comic Con?
I want to ask you if one of those art books behind you. Wow, now I've got an echo. If one of those art books behind you is Franklin Booth.
No.
No? Do you know who he is?
Mm-mm. Is he a Brandywine guy?
He's a like 1940s, I guess, illustrator. Just his art, it almost looks like Dore, but his inking is just phenomenal. I watched a video. Jeff Watts introduced him, was going through his stuff today, and I'm like, wow, this stuff is just freaking amazing.
Yes, I'm looking at his stuff right now. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely a Dore vibe for real.
yeah, because I guess he thought he was studying like illustrators like Dore and stuff, and copied the style, even though I think Dore was all woodcuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he was copying the style just in inks. So this is all inked stuff, not woodcuts, but it looks like woodcuts.
Mike, this is right up your alley. Get that nib.
I'm telling you, dude.
Get that nib out.
I know.
Start nibbing it.
Unrelated, we're not going to talk about the Joker on this stream. Nerds of the Round Table on Monday, however, if everyone involved has seen the Joker, we will start talking about that. So on Nerds of the Round Table, I've got Quarter Black Garrett, Adam Friended, and Christian Toto. Adam Friended has his own YouTube channel, quite big here on the YouTubes. And Christian Toto is he has his own website called Hollywood and Toto. And he's also a contributor to the Daily Wire.
Oh.
So pretty cool.
All right, so I'm gonna annoy some people with what I brought back from New York.
Kevin Ryan, those books are all Injustice trades.
Hold on, I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, I got this too. Oh yeah.
No, he was asking. I have a large row of black books on my shelf. To my right, art books. Nope, Injustice trades. Lots and lots of Injustice trades.
So I promised some people I would talk about some of the stuff. Oh, here's my Lone Star.
Lone Star.
I like
the hero.
All right, so I think that's it. All right, so this is my haul for all intents and purposes from New York Comic Con. Let's see what I got.
All right, check it out. Check it. I'm gonna give you the solo layout.
All right, so a couple of things. I got this really cool thing. I got a chance to meet Nerd Wonder in New York, and she was working with someone and promoting this thing here. This is called Paranormal Trinicity. All right, coming 2020. You guys check that out. It's you can check out. It's on patreon.com. Purity Sin, I guess. Anyway,
That's a great pitch.
yeah, I don't
Everyone's
know.
gonna flock right to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a flibber.
Purity Sin, I think is what it's saying, but it's spelled weird. Anyway, so this gal was super cool to me and really kind, and they were really awesome people. And Nerd Wonder was awesome. I'm looking forward to communicating more with her, and maybe even work with her in the future. Okay, that was my card for that. I'm saving my coup de grace over here. This is my friend Saskia. She does a thing called Saspot Art on Instagram. She is amazing. Look at some of these illustrations she does. Let me see. I gotta be careful. Some of this stuff might not be suitable, although she's pretty good.
I know.
But this is gorgeous stuff she does.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, she's really, really good and super shy. But she's actually related to Mike Lilly. You know Mike Lilly?
I know the name.
Yeah, look at this page with all this like eyeball studies. That's insane.
Yeah, I haven't done that for a while.
She's great. She's really good. I had a chance to meet a couple of people. This is a young artist, a writer. This is Johnson and Martellino. This is a book called Everborn. If you guys are aware of this, Everborn is either a game or it's going to become a game, and this is the comic to go with it. He's super cool. We're connecting on Instagram more, so hopefully I'll be able to share more of his project in the future. Pretty cool. Oh, look what I got! I got this from Buzz.
Oh, cool.
It's his number 57 of 200. His own cover for I think it's called The Return of Vampirella or something like that. I wish I had.
Nice. Buzz is rad.
Huh?
Buzz is rad.
Oh my gosh, he's
good old Aldrin.
Sick. All right. Whoa, take it easy, printer. All right, I got this book here. This is from a young fellow. Let's see. Mike Chen, academic supervisor from Cuber School, recommends this. The names of everyone. I don't remember all the names. I'm gonna have to revisit that for later for my next. Oh wait. Okay, this is different artists. This is an anthology from Kubert School, Voyage, different creators. The gentleman I'm mostly interested in is this guy here. No, that's not him, is it?
Did Ed give you a sketchbook?
He didn't have a sketchbook there.
What?
No, he had a bunch of prints, and I almost got one. I wanted his he has a She-Hulk print. He did. Oh, it was so good. But we talked a little bit, and I didn't get a chance to. Oh, he did. No, he did this story, the Viking story. This
Ed
is
a sketchbook.
written, created, and illustrated by Curtis Dresser. Curtis Dresser. This is his Viking story. You know, he's a student at Kubert. A lot of great Kubert guys, man. It was really cool to see all that. Anyway, no, we had a great talk, man. We talked a lot about you. Your ears were probably ringing.
Oddly, they were not. Actually, I have tinnitus, so they were.
Perfect. That's so the conversation is still going. My mess. Oh, look, I got my Alterna t-shirt right when I got back, so I count it as my haul. This is when we supported that project. All right, I'm gonna put this over here. What else I got? This guy here is Gabe Sarai. Is that right? No, Gideon Kendall. Gideon Kendall is kind of like a very, very similar artist to like Jack Davis from Mad Magazine, but he does a lot of stuff on Eric Powell's books. That Steve Mannion, they kind of do stuff. So this is it's a small run of his stuff. And I was like, oh, this is really cool, and I wanted to support it. Let's see. I did this with some of the pens I got from Lammy. They recorded me doing this. That's fun.
Oh yeah.
A little Hulk sketch cover for people.
Cool.
What else? Oh, this is cool. Some of you guys may not appreciate this. Mike, maybe you don't appreciate it. But I got Dave Johnson's art book.
Yeah, you don't have to show
that. I like it. I like his stuff. It's good stuff. This is a good one. I've had a few before, and this was better. This is the guy. I don't remember this gentleman's name. I can't tell. He's so weird. He's one of the designers on the new. He designed characters on what's that show called? The space guy, Invader Zim. So
yeah.
He's not the original creator. He's just a designer for some of the new characters. But this one's pretty cool. This is like a movie poster. Howlin' Rex. Oh, his name Aaron Alexovich. That sound familiar? I don't know. But he also did this one. I like this one too. Shriek of the Atomic Mummy. Isn't that fun? This is cool. I'm gonna put one of those posters in my room.
Yeah, what's his face?
This was great. Do you know
posters like that? Can't remember his name.
Like old movie poster things?
Yeah, but they're of his own ideas. Guy that did Flaming Carrot.
Okay.
I'm drawing a blank. The guy I've had the guy over to my house for dinner. I can't remember his name. Flaming Carrot, dude.
That guy. I'm with you. This here is Leo Romero. Leo Romero is an artist that kind of comes in. He's in the same family of artists as of Chris Somney. This was really cool. Excellent young guy, man. He's cool. Huh?
Madman, dude. Bob Byrne. Thank you, guys.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I had Bob over to my house for dinner. I just blanked on his name.
Special gift from one of our guys. This is CC got me Battle Chasers Anthology. Very happy about that.
Biffy Tannen says 26 downvotes. What did you do this time, Mike? 27. I assume that someone's got some flock of bitter drama geeks coming over to cry. But I'll take them. I'll take them.
It's still engagement. Thank you.
That's right.
This is awesome. Carrie Randolph. Curry Randolph. Oh, have you ever seen his work?
Carrie Randolph? I believe so.
I think you would appreciate it. It has a little bit of an animation feel to it, but he borrows a lot of the same kinds of principles. I think that you would appreciate. I think good stuff, very good stuff. I really love him. I got to meet Sebastian Fumara. Are you familiar with this gentleman?
No.
This stuff is good. This is really good stuff. There's a lot of stuff for Dark Horse. He's a dirtier, grittier version, I think, like a Pacheco. Does it have the same lines?
Really? It feels to me like a manga Steve Rude.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. Look at this. Oh, look at that owl man. So
yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, he's from Argentina, so we had a good time talking Spanish. Juanjo Guarnido, he's the guy from Black Sad. Holy moly. And I have a bunch of his stuff here, so this is cool stuff. Sometimes he draws weird stuff.
Dang, dude. Do you go to make money or just spend it all?
Well, no, this is all reference for me.
This is all tax write-offs. What are you talking about?
Some of them were gifts. I didn't buy them all. Some of them were gifts. This was a gift. Dan Panosian.
Oh, yeah? I've heard of that.
Yeah. And that's how I met Through Wonder.
I think he's got
someone was sending a message. Michael.
Wait, what? Huh?
What?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
All right. And the coup de grace, the coup de Gracie.
The coupe. The grass. Why is this not? And we're locked up. Is that just me or is that Elliot? Is anybody else locked up? Am I locked up? No. No,
Locked
just
up.
you.
I'm in troubles with my machine over here.
Locked up. Is that Kim Jung Gi?
Yes. I watched him for a while. He was set up with like 3 screens, and there were three artists, including himself, so 3 total.
Have I told you that I was gonna have him do a cover?
That would have been amazing.
Well, he would have had it done this month, October. But I just told his manager, I'm like, you know what? Let's put this off for the next issue. So, issue 3 of Lone Star will have a Kim Jung Gi cover,
What?
and I'll probably ink it. I told him I met him in Japan, and through his manager, I said, I would love it if you would pencil a cover for me, and then I will ink it. And then he's like, well, let me see your inks. So I went and I got him my portfolios, and he looked over and he's like, yeah, okay.
He's a super sweet dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, genuine salt of the earth kind of guy, at least from my interaction with him. But I asked the girl not to have him sketch in my book. And I said, because I knew he was busy and stuff, and I really just wanted the book. I had to get back to work. And so what I did was I went back and I sketched something for him instead. And he just was like, he just lit up, and he was super cool, because we know obviously we have a language barrier. He's European. But man, he was awesome, man. And it goes along. I did the same thing for Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. And I did that because, listening, I always feel like these guys have always been giving. And you see, by the time Kim Jung is the age of Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, he's going to have drawn maybe 1 million drawings. He's so prolific.
Yeah.
But it was nice to kind of be like, man, to really appreciate what his contribution is, and then give him something instead. So I think that he appreciated that. So
nice.
Right, that was it. That was my big New York Comic Con experience. It was really cool.
I am glad you enjoyed yourself. How was it profit wise?
It was very profitable.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, it was really good.
Compared to last year?
Not as profitable as last year was more profitable, but I think there were some other reasons why, based on what we had set up for our assortment. And overall, though, it went really well. So New York is it's one of those shows I can't ignore it. As much as I'd like to stop doing conventions, that's one that I would think I'll always do. Plus, it gives me a chance to get back to my old hometown.
Yeah.
We got to eat really great food. We were staying up in Yonkers, which is a bit far, but it was worth it. And there's this great little Italian restaurant there called Angelina's. Oh man, and it was called Tuckahoe. That's what a weird name, but Tuckahoe Yonkers was Angelina's. You got to try it.
Right on.
Good stuff.
I don't think I've ever been to Yonkers.
It's right past. It's just north of the Bronx, and so it's it's a little bit of a. It's about 30-40 minutes away. Yeah, but at night it was an easy drive. Just to get in and out. Very cool.
Awesome. Well, since Cecil and EBS are stream sniping, let's let them know that you are currently working on your cover to Lone Star.
Yeah.
Heart of the Hero second printing.
Yeah.
It is explain it again. Explain what you're doing to the new crowd watching on the sniping channel.
Sure, man. I showed this earlier. This is an homage cover. I started it with the Secret Wars cover, so I'm homaging Captain America 254, where Cap is fighting Baron Blood. This is like an iconic cover, at least to me. This is one of John Byrne's on his run on Cap.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was the most appropriate thing to kind of like homage. Obviously, the Monster Hunt cover was easy to homage because it had all those characters in it.
Right.
This one just made me think of these two characters, and I thought that'd be cool to do. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I can't wait to put that up. I really need to refresh the graphic on the page, because I have all those missing covers, and I already have yours and Kevin's, and not yours, Aaron's, Kevin's. I'm just waiting for Alejandro, and who else am I waiting for? Aaron Lepresti. I got Randy's. I think I'm just waiting on yours and Alejandro's now.
Okay. Yeah, I just talked to Alejandro. He's working on stuff. He reached out to me on Instagram.
Right on.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Insta. Oh, did you send out a thing on Instagram?
No.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm doing it now.
No, I'm just saying. That's fine. Whatever.
We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time when I'm more ready.
Yeah.
Give it a little more time.
Yeah. We got to get that audience over here, man, or over to your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll be.
I mean, they're just watching stuff anyways. They might as well just watch a little more.
Well, I'm definitely putting. I have been for a while putting some energy into reacquainting myself with that crowd, and so I think it just takes a little bit of time. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, have you been like ignoring them?
Well, I put a lot of time into YouTube.
Yeah.
And but that's where all my tribe is. So working on that.
How did you build up your channel to 120,000 followers on Instagram?
I'm not totally sure about that. I think it has something to do with before the algorithm mess. It might have something to do with it, but I know a big deal about it was just frequency of posting, and I noticed that lately. So okay, I will say this. I was about to say that maybe that was what it did, and maybe it's not working now. But I do think since I've been back on and more prolifically,
Mm-hmm.
posting more pictures and posting more stuff, all of a sudden my channel's growing again.
Really?
I actually, when I was advertising or marketing Doom Kicker there, I lost about 1,000 followers.
Really?
Yeah. But I was only advertising. I wasn't adding other content. It was just advertisements, and I was doing it frequently. But and it did get me orders, obviously. But it was also for those, which is okay because some of those people are just there for the free admission.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it was just frequency of posting and posting stuff that is interesting. I remember talking to the Creature Box guys. They said, in the beginning, it's important to first, you can't just go cold turkey. You have to show them stuff that they're interested in and fold in your stuff and fold in your stuff and fold in your stuff until eventually you're only looking at your stuff. So I said, all right, that's something I haven't really done efficiently or effectively. So let's give that a spin and make it work. So
I think about doing something like with Lone Star on Webtoons or something. I haven't thought that deeply about it, but that's such a huge market too that you could,
it could be like a short thing, like little shorts that you might do for like advertisement, and any of that stuff would be great material for your back matter later on for your completed edition. There's ways to do it. I think some people ignore it for a variety of reasons. I don't understand them all, but I think if you figure it out, there's a great opportunity there, especially with that customer base.
Yeah, because it's such a huge audience. I mean, bloody hell, how many people read Webtoons? My daughter reads Webtoons.
Yeah.
Anna reads Webtoons.
It's not the end result that I've made the case for in the past. What it is just a way to kind of advertise your thing.
Yeah, marketing.
To another crowd. Yeah. So if you have material, that's one of the things I was planning to do with Otomo. I was going to do a mini manga interpretation of Otomo and do little strips of him there. But I'm waiting to get a little more squared away on.
There's another generation of comic readers out there already reading comics.
Yeah,
you just have to find a way to
reach out to them,
to bring them.
Yeah,
bring them. What'd you say?
To reach out to them.
Reach out to them. Okay.
What did you think I said?
I don't know. Something about Johnson.
Whoa! Forget about it.
Dr. Johnson. What'd you say?
No.
Johnson.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I don't know when somebody can figure that out. That's going to be a hell of a day.
Well, we're working on it.
So I think we should try to, I don't know, get together, put our heads together, and try to see what do some study, do some research into that whole market. And I know Ryan Benjamin, he launched his Brothers Bond on Webtoons. I don't know how many followers it ended up getting, but I think if he had that up there for a while and just kept building it up and building it up, he would have been able to monetize it better when he did his Kickstarter.
Yeah, and maybe he didn't do enough, because that particular webtoon was full of like cool stuff, like video and music.
Mm-hmm. Which kind of makes you wonder. It's like, okay, there's no way this can be as cool in a printed book. So is that actually going to turn people off from actually buying the final product, or no?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I got to get Ryan on here. He said he's going to come on my show, but I just haven't figured out a time with him.
I've never talked to him.
Artie Bear, you want a link, buddy? Let me know.
All right. So
Scott Kurtz says, look into Graphite as well. They were the American side of Webtoons that started their own thing.
Yeah, I have that app on my phone now, as a matter of
Scott,
fact.
why aren't you yelling at me? It feels so uncomfortable.
Shut up, Mike. Enjoy the piece for me.
I know. Graphite.
Yeah, Graphite's another app. They had a weird logo on it too. It's fun.
Right, I'll check that out after I am done inking this page, because I swear I'm getting this thing done before I go to bed. Scott says I can yell. No, it's cool. I'll take it. I'll just have to get used to it. I can get used to it.
Mike, do you have like a? Well, no, I have the comic.
What reference?
I was gonna say, do you have like a universe Bible that you use for these characters at all?
I don't have a universe Bible. I do have an IP folder on my computer, though. That would be fun. Blacklist universe. Then people can like be all have all these other things they can be waiting for. Oh, you know what? That might be some good either back matter or like a little Ashcan type book too.
Oh yeah, like a Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea.
Not a bad idea.
G.I. Joe Year One or yearbook or no. What do they call it? It was their version. They had the same thing. G.I. Joe Order of Battle or something like that. It had all the G.I. Joe characters in that same format. All right.
I love Marvel Universe, man.
So large.
It was like nothing like that had ever been done before.
I had a friend who told me it was designed for the game. Is that true?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a role-playing game, and that supposedly that was what the intention was, but I guess it was popular enough that people wanted it. I thought it was brilliant. I remember me and my buddies were just like that. We finally had a spot to compare our knowledge of these characters, and it was it was hilarious those days. All right, I think that's better. Call the glass doctor.
You remember the
Stop that.
what was it? Dead and Defunct? Was it Dead and Defunct or Dead and?
Yeah, that was from the first volume of.
Yeah, with the John Byrne cover. That was so
Yeah. I love that. Who's Who was good too. It wasn't as good. DC tried to make it a little more fancy with their they had like scenes behind them, but it didn't hold up very well in the back issues. Like if you look at the old stuff now, it's really convoluted and it doesn't match very well. where Marvel, even if you have a bad printed or old bad shape comic of Marvel Universe, it still looks pretty tight.
Was it Dead and Defunct or Deceased and Defunct? Somebody in the chat should remember.
I think it was Deceased.
But it was deceased and like defunct or whatever the D word that meant they weren't in action. Oh no, just dead and inactive. Is that right?
That's it. Yeah, and inactive, because it wasn't always dead. There were people that just weren't superheroes.
Yeah. And that sort of, it seemed like that became the book that people went to when they wanted to come up with characters to use. Because like, oh, this guy's dead. Let's bring him back. Like, stop it. Because wasn't Aurora on there? She was right in the cover, right?
Oh, I have him here somewhere.
I think I remember Aurora, but I don't remember Aurora dying. Am I thinking about something else? Someone else? Did Aurora die?
Aurora?
From Alpha?
You know, I don't think so.
Who was I thinking about on the cover?
I know Captain Marvel, I think, was on there.
Yes.
Was it one issue or a couple?
I thought it was 2 issues.
Yeah, I think it was 2. And then they had the weapons one also. Which that was weird. They had diagrams of Captain America's shield. It was weird. But, you know, it fed the fandom. We all kind of loved it all the more because of it.
Right, did Art ever answer? If you wanted to come in?
I didn't see it.
Art just popped in and out. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You should see. Have you seen any of his videos lately? I was watching him yesterday. He's got a great little setup now. He looks all super sexy.
I watched his Cyberfrog unboxing one.
He's got a little blue. I don't know if it was an intentional blue.
I pop into his streams when he's live once in a while. So
yeah, I'm proud of him. He looks good. He's a handsome fellow.
Yeah, for a 107-year-old.
I was waiting for something to say. Okay, I'm not crazy about this.
In his youth, he was actually 5'7".
I don't know him. I've only seen him in his video. I have an uncle that looks like him.
Oh, yeah?
They're probably about the same height. I got a funny feeling. No offense. No respect.
You haven't gone to see Joker?
Dude, I just haven't. We were going to try to see it on Sunday night after the show, and we were just too exhausted.
Oh.
You know what's funny? The exhaustion that comes from these shows is not necessarily it's not like you're doing any hard work or labor or anything like that. Yeah. For me, it's all that noise. It's deafening.
It's like emotional exhaustion.
Yeah. So my computer's thinking. Hold on. I might need to have to quit some of these windows here. My computer's angry with me.
Art Bell is very, by the way, I love the name, Art Bell. That's a great choice. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. That's where I got it. Art Bell. He seems to be very tickled with my latest troll, which I do have to say was fun.
Why do you troll, Michael? Why do you troll?
It was so funny. Tell me you saw that.
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Now I have to play it.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Who wants to see it? You haven't seen it? I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I've been busy, Michael.
All right. I'm going to find it. Let me find it. I'm going to play the troll. Gotta play the troll. Hold on. Let me clear up some RAM here.
I'm going to review your comic for reference on this stuff.
All right.
Oh, I see that there.
Give me a few moments here while I pop out the chat. Fly me to the moon. Actually, maybe I should play it from Ethan's stream. No, because I don't know which one it was on Ethan's stream. Fly me to the moon. Let me dance among the stars.
All right, your guy has a cool coat jacket thing.
Yes. All right.
Herm. He's got the long hair. All right. Ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum.
All right. I'm going to just try to skip ahead to the part where it gets really funny.
I don't usually find trolling fun, Michael.
Oh, you will find this fun.
You're a goober. All right, let me see.
Audio. All right, pay attention.
I'm paying attention now.
Do it. All right.
Hey, Kelsey, you'll see a little later.
Nerds of the Round Table tonight.
Kelsey Shannon's in there.
Nerds of the Round Table tonight. I'm so far behind on the page, and I really want to get it done. Hey, we're over
114 people.
we're over 100 people now. So
Let's see it.
let's do this, shall we? Who's
Yes.
ready for this?
Yeah, me. Let's go.
Kelsey Shannon. Let's see the taco. Yeah, it's Ethan sniping me, and now I'm
What
sniping
the
Ethan.
hell did they do to that
And
package?
no, I did not do this myself.
Yes, you did,
And
Mike.
No, I don't think Ethan did it either.
Yes, I did.
But it's medium mail. My mailbox is about this big.
They just shoved it in there. Look, they forced it in there.
Usually. So this is obviously Ethan stream sniping me
It's
live.
It's so funny.
I know not every postal worker is the same.
Wiser in Time says God did it as punishment, Mike.
So,
137 people watching. Mike should love it when we do these stream snipes.
You might save a couple bucks.
Childhood says Ethan will send you a new one. LOL. Now it's, there's no guarantee of that. Let's see this thing.
Here we go. All right, so we have. Now this is the Cyberfrog unboxing.
Look at the paper. The cardboard was split.
We have. I just can't wait to see his face.
How's it look?
A bag of goodies.
Those look good.
The goodies.
Those didn't get bent. Postman is an EBS fan, LOL. Yeah, he's been watching Comicsgate Live for like a year.
I'll have to leave a bookmark in it.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Sticker.
Cyberfrog Windows sticker. I guess a Windows sticker.
You know where you can stick that.
And cards.
Those were expensive. Those were $16,000.
Holy crap. Whatever. And I really think I don't know.
More cards would have been better. Yeah, of course. Yeah. $16,000. That's what it costs.
Now I'm gonna zoom in so you can watch
About
his
$1
face.
a pack.
Watch his face.
It's crazy.
I think he goes to the wrong manufacturer. What is this? It's Lone Star. Now available at LoneStarComic.com. I knew he doesn't get it.
It took me a second. Yeah, let's see.
LoneStarComic.com. Second printing. Now available.
Nicely done, Mike. Very good.
You can get this along with the second book, along with Monster Hunt. It's really, really a great habit. You can sign, unsigned, all this great stuff.
How does Mike get on my show again? This is how, everyone. Good job. Good job.
Thank you so much for your audience.
You were.
It did actually come in perfect condition. So don't worry about sending me another one.
So you did that. So you lied, Mike. You did bend that package yourself.
I did not. I did not bend it. Reporting in.
Well done, dude. Well done. I'll give you a plug for that.
That's pretty good. I gotta tell you, you're messing with me with having 3 of you on screen right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty-
But yeah, that was epic, dude. Everything fell into perfect place.
You foolish man, you.
Just the look on his face, though, for 10 solid seconds, he's just like,
yeah. They called them trolls. They used to be called pranks.
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
the poster, prankster extraordinaire.
Art Bell says Mike's bait on the hook was the wrecked package was too powerful. EVS had no choice but to get sucked in from uncontrollable curiosity, which was hilarious because that literally came that bent.
It came like that?
Yeah, my mailman freaking shoved it in, and somehow or another it still came out perfect. So
So it didn't even. I guess it was leaning in such a way that.
I mean it curved. I guess it because of the cardboard and frankly probably the chromium cover, right? It just curved, and then when you took it out, it just snapped back. Those chromium covers are pretty tough.
Huh. Well, there you go.
So yeah,
I guess that's interesting. That's hopeful that we can send stuff out that won't be busted.
yeah.
Well, good job. Good on you. Good on Ethan for being a good sport about that. That's cool.
Yeah. It was a cheerful moment in an otherwise dreary.
Well, you made it fun, Mike. You made it fun. You brought joy to all the boys and girls.
Joy to the world, the troll is here.
Oh my gosh. The troll is true. What am I doing wrong here?
The troll is powerful with this one.
All right, so one of the reasons why it takes a little while to draw your characters because he's got a lot of layers of clothing.
Yeah, well, he's got a jacket on and a t-shirt.
A t-shirt, how dare you?
What? It's a t-shirt.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Why are you messing with me, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Forget about it. It's a beautiful thing over there.
Drawing. So who in the chat is excited about this Elliot Fernandez Lone Star cover? Who's already ordered it? Just curious.
I don't know if anybody has. They haven't seen it, so they won't know what it looks like.
Nah, but they trust you. Or they've ordered the 9-pack or whatever.
Oh, you have the whole 9-pack too?
Yeah, you can get all 9 of them.
Dang.
You can get all 9 of them signed for the price of 9 of them not signed. Or if you're first or second brigade, you can get an even more special deal if you check your email.
What am I? Am I just what do you call it? I'm not a first or second brigade guy, right?
I don't know. Have you not been getting the emails?
I guess not.
I could drop you in there.
No. I'm just trying to figure. I do the. I have the flag, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
This coffee cake I got
Uh-huh.
had red beans and mochi inside.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, girl?
You just ate all the mochi.
I didn't all that. I ate some of it.
There's like half of a bite left.
I doubt it.
Yeah, there was just one long strip of mochi inside.
Nah. Thank you. I thought that's why you were shoving it in my face, so I can take a big bite out
I
of
was
it.
bragging.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. No,
She doesn't want it. Wah.
I ate most of it.
Hmm.
So I took my daughter out to dinner today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So she dressed up. I had to dress up for her because she was all like, I was like, I'm gonna go bummy, and then she took it like a real date. I went, oh, okay.
There's me.
Let me change it up. So
Mm-mm-mm.
This jacket does have a seam.
What did I just eat? It's
It's coffee bread.
it's coffee bread with red beans and mochi inside.
Wow, you guys make fun of cheese and coffee? How dare you?
Cheese and
Oh yeah, because that's disgusting.
that cheese foam or something. Mommy likes that.
I bet Eden's gonna be the first one to try it. She's gonna love it.
Try what? Cheese foam.
Who is doing colors on covers like mine? I haven't picked a colorist out for yours yet, Kevin. Kathy says she's looking forward to getting them all in metal. Metal! Yeah, they're going to look cool, man. Am I doing any stretch goals on the Heart of the Hero second printing? I've been asking people for suggestions for stretch goals, but so far I've only gotten like, do a foil logo. I'm like, maybe. That's not a bad idea.
A foil?
Foil logo on the book.
Yeah, I need some good ideas for that too, for future stuff.
Kevin Sharp loves the Byrne homage. Kevin, you want to come in? We're hanging out.
Right on, man.
He's probably in.
Is he doing okay?
Kevin? I think so.
Well, last time I think I heard from him, I think he was having some issues.
All right. And I'm dropping crumbs all over my page. Look what you did, Eden.
Eden, what's wrong with you?
Tell you, teenagers, they just don't care about anything.
That's right.
You know, it was Eden's birthday yesterday, right?
I did. Happy belated birthday, Eden.
Thank you.
I missed the opportunity. I apologize.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Kevin Sharp gave you another $20.
Gave you another $20?
Eden.
Oh.
So thank you, Eden.
Thank you, Kevin Sharp.
Yeah, people were sending Eden super chats for her birthday.
Oh, that's so cool.
Was this afterwards?
Yeah, that's why I wrote it down.
So.
Let's see here.
Two more.
You don't have to count it up. People can hear you, you know.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up.
Someone asked, how does mochi compare to American food?
What?
Is there a mochi equivalent in American food? I don't think so. Mochi is a sweet rice that's like ground into a sticky
Chewy.
mass. Actually, it can be very, very hard. And then when you heat it up, it softens, and you can eat it that way. There's mochi that stays soft and kind of gooey. Can't really think of anything in America that matches.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds delicious, I think.
Captain Helt says, I think you should do an unknown soldier's origin as an ash can for a stretch goal. The origin is part. I should have done it as a stretch goal, but I already said it. So it's not going to be a separate book. It's 8 pages in the back. And I can't do too much more than 8 pages. Otherwise, it won't get done in time. Mochi is kind of like marshmallow in texture, at least every time I've had it. Marshmallow is, I guess, texture-wise, except marshmallow is way softer than mochi. But pretty close. Maybe like an old marshmallow. Older, slightly tougher marshmallow in texture, I guess.
What, taffy?
Taffy is too hard.
Okay.
Somewhere between a marshmallow and taffy, except for it's made out of rice. So, yeah. What am I drawing right now? Page 35 of Lone Star Soul of the Soldier. I only have 2 faces, 2 figures, and some hair to complete, and I'm done with this page. feel like I don't have enough light in here. You got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em.
Yeah, that was for Eden. You never count your money when you sit at the table.
That's right. That's right, girl. Can't be counting your money. Jeez Louise. Is it too late to make Brando a separate ashcan? Would that be too expensive to print essentially 2 books with every order? Well, considering I haven't even gotten 100 orders yet, yeah, that would make it extraordinarily expensive. Like probably cost me money expensive. You know, I mean, I'm not necessarily doing this print run to make money on this print run. Like I said, it is to restock. But I don't want to take it in the shorts either.
Yo, hey, whoa, watch it. No shorts taken.
Yeah, no short taking it.
All right, so there was something about John Byrne's body here. He did something really wacky. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm looking forward to correcting John Byrne. You know, John Byrne was there this year in New York.
What?
Yeah, he was in New York. He was signing. He has a new artist edition out
From IDW?
Yeah, I think so. It's the he had an unpublished Fantastic Four book.
No.
Yeah, and it was a Fantastic Four the End, something or other. Something like that. No, Galactus the End. And he let them shoot all the pages and get them set up for that book. I think it was like $200.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely cool piece.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
Yeah, they never published it, and it was like the lost story of Galactus is the End or whatever. And I was like, what? And so a buddy of mine, somebody picked it up, I believe. I was very jealous, very, very jealous.
Green-eyed lady.
I have a few of those. I have the Mazzucchelli Daredevil one. I have a couple of Jack Kirby's, the New Gods, and a Commandy one. I've got the Hellboy one. I've got quite a few of those. They're very good. I mean, they're perfect for reviewing artwork on that scale because they really you're seeing it. That's the closest thing to owning the original art.
Right.
So if you want the education of that,
that's epic, dude. That's epic.
Yeah. So they say Byrne was nice too. They say he was being nice to everybody.
What?
Yes, that was the rumor.
Shocked.
It would have been cool to gotten him at least to talk to him.
Yeah, I talked to him. I don't know if you know. I met him a couple of times.
He spit at you?
No, but he ruined my perception of him.
Yeah.
And then I used to argue with him on his AOL board.
Oh, well, but of course. I'm not surprised.
I know, right? He got particularly mad when I sussed out probably exactly how much money he made. Because I knew the rates at Marvel, and I knew what legendary rates were, and I knew how many books he was doing. And I'm like, yeah, you're making like this much money a month. I don't want to hear you crying about having to pay, the alimony on 2 wives and whatever.
Oh, Mike, you're gonna write a book.
I was mean.
How to make friends and influence people. Yeah, that's good. That's good. No problem.
Yeah. Well, I figure, that was 20 years ago. I probably statute of limitations.
Yeah, you think he forgot?
Yeah, I'm sure he forgot.
Yeah, he's probably that one guy. No,
I'll just be like, no, that was Mark Miller. We're always getting confused. You want to write Lone Star for me?
that would be amazing. Next up, I was asking, is Doom Kicker getting done? It is getting done, just not right now. I'm working on this project at this late hour for Michael.
That's right. That's right.
But I appreciate your interest. All right, so all right. So
I imagine that was a comment. Why is Elliot working on something for Mike when he should be working on his own book?
Look, guys, I'm trying the best I can to support where I can, and this is one of those ways to do it.
That's right. I support Elliot. I took time off to do cover for him. This is how we do.
Yeah.
You've got a friend in me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You got a friend in me. I'm gonna get a Disney strike.
Strike. I did that. I sang that song in one of my videos, but I haven't been clipped yet.
Oh, okay.
And it comes up on my front page when I go to it.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me humming it. All right, so this is coming out kind of cool, man.
Yeah, man. If I hadn't done, how many covers did I do for people during this campaign? I did Critias's, I did yours, I did Gary's. Did I do any others?
Oh, I can't remember right off the top of my head. You've done quite a few things.
Yeah, just right there. That's more than a week. Actually, Critias's took forever. All those bricks. You should promote Mitch's new project. Yes, do go to the Allegiance. Was it Allegiance Studios? Allegiance, whatever.
This is not press.
Allegiance Press.
I don't remember.
It's on Indiegogo. Kelsey Shannon, David Williams, Butch Geiss, Kevin Grievous, Mitch Brightweiser. I don't know who else is writing.
I think Mitch's partner is writing as well. I forget the gentleman's name. I believe it's a good
from Red Rooster.
Oh, maybe that's
the writer from Red Rooster.
Yeah, I believe.
Wow, how am I drawing a blank on that name? I'm drawing a blank on all kinds of names tonight.
Oh, Michael, we're older.
Am I feeling more efficient the last few days? Stress lowered. I am, actually. I am. Especially, I've done a lot of ignoring on Twitter the last couple of days as well, which has been really extra beneficial.
You know what sucks?
Right, Elliot?
Oh, I'm ignoring everybody.
You're not ignoring. It's just off.
I'm just off. I did not. Yeah, no. Yeah, you can't really classify that as ignoring because I'm just not there anymore.
That's right.
The party's over for me. Y'all could have it.
Party's over.
It's just funny. I was trying to share your the God Squad earlier, and I couldn't because the only place I ever shared it to was Twitter. I wish I could share it to Instagram, but it doesn't quite work that way.
Oh, you can share it to Facebook.
Yeah, I can.
Except it's running on Facebook.
And this is running on Facebook too?
Yeah.
Oh,
I restreamed to Facebook, to Twitch, and to DLive.
Maybe that's why.
And the other day, there were actually some people watching on Twitch, which seemed like a first. I just kind of let it run over there, and just in case anybody stumbles on it. We're live on Twitch right now, Elliot. Did you know that?
You know, how are you feeling about that? You like Twitch?
No, I'm not paying attention to it. I just know it's there. So
yeah. I liked it at first, and I kind of like it, but it's another headache. I also noticed that I wasn't getting the same quality output video while having all those different things on Restream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had issues with that. But how are you doing this? You're doing
Restream. Although StreamYard now also has a Restream sort of a thing.
A function?
Function. Thank you.
Huh. I have to
You
look into
make good words make my mouth speak.
that. Oh, okay. Creepy.
Oh man, I'm almost out of water. I'm gonna finish this and then I'll be back.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
More water, please.
Kevin, thank you. I appreciate that. The facial expression is based on Byrne's expression, but I'm drawing it a little separately, a little differently. All right. Yeah, guys. It's been great so far. Just relaxing away from. For me, I see a lot of stuff. It's a variety of things that I'm glad I'm off of Twitter for. One in particular, believe it or not, is just this a lot of like visual noise. Every time I would go to my profile, I was getting connected on things that I didn't know anything about. I didn't understand it. What kind of cheese goes in coffee? Says Cafe Start. There's a specific one I can't remember, but a lot of times people in my family have used like cheddar works really well. A good cheddar, maybe mild, it's fine, but I like sharp cheddar. I mean, the whole point is to put it, and you're supposed to put it into like coffee that's sweetened, so cream and sugar, like a café con leche. But then you also put in the cheese, and it's that kind of like the sweetness of the coffee against the bitterness of the cheese. It makes for a nice flavor, and you shouldn't really taste a lot of the cheese in it. You're just kind of, it's really adding coffee flavor to the cheese versus cheese to the coffee. Obdog says cheese and hot chocolate is good. See, something like that. There you go, Obdog. There you go. Kevin says important to keep hydrated during long, arduous art sessions. Let's see. So let's see. All right. I might have to. I'm getting a little tired, so I don't want to. Good news is when you're tired, you don't have to worry too much about mistakes on the computer, though.
You got a friend in me.
He is back.
I am back. I'm back. I'm bad. He's black and I'm mad. 7:44. Oh, it's time is 6:23. All right. I got some Meg sales today because I announced. Wait, did I announce something? I think I posted something. Probably just that it's going to be a month from today that I start fulfillment. Should it, hopefully, if it stays at schedule to when my books will be released from the, what do you call it, thingy? Customs? Customs? Have you worked out your printing and everything?
No, I haven't. Actually, I need to talk with you a little more about that. I meant to make some phone calls this week, and there's a place here. Like I said, there's a place here in Florida Curtis turned me on to. I just got to get in touch with them and line that up as soon as possible, so I can have a game plan once I'm complete.
Well, I mean, just get multiple quotes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just go to the first guy somebody will suggest.
That's what I always do. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay, good.
No. All right. Here we go. All right, so there's this weird leg that Byrne drew for Cap. I'm gonna figure this one out. Yeah, for Lone Star. Can't believe I'm dissing Byrne. I'm not dissing Byrne, am I?
I've done it for years.
I'm just trying to figure out his stuff.
Oh, that's another thing I used to tell him to do is phone it in.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on, man. Everything after next, man. That guy might as well have been on a rotary.
You think he was just tired and old?
No,
No, okay.
no, because I'm his age. I'm probably the age he was then. I'm not
Yeah.
tired and old, right?
Hmm.
Probably what, 20 years older than us, maybe?
Well, who you calling tired?
Wait, how old is Byrne? He's probably not even 20 years older than us.
I don't know, man. He was professionally drawing when I was like,
20. Hey, somebody look up how old John Byrne is.
well, I'll look it up. I'm curious. How old? John Byrne age. Bam. Let's see what we got. We got the Mots. Brooding Viking. I will be launching that campaign this week. I just been inundated with stuff I had to catch up on. So I will be launching Valkyries and Angels this week instead of last. 69 years old, bro.
There you go. He's 21 years older than me. No,
He was
I do
born.
not grant him that excuse.
He was born in 40.
So that would have been, it was in 97. So he would have been younger than I am now. He would have been 47 when he was phoning in all this crap. I am doing the best work of my career. John Byrne was phoning in his every single thing he was doing. I don't want to hear it.
I don't know why you're yelling at me, Michael, but I don't.
Because I'm upset. I was one of his biggest fans, man. You know, I'm the one who gave him Burn Victim. I don't know if you remember that he changed his letter column, or not his letter. He started calling his fans Burn Victims. I gave him that at a con in 1992. That's when I met him when I was a kid, and I went up to him and I'm like, I'm a Burn Victim. He's a Burn Victim. I like the sound of that. And then he started using it. That was me. I was a fan. I was a huge fan.
How dare he?
Freaking started phoning in his whole career, and I got pissed.
Freaking phoning it in as things. I don't know. Sure. I mean, look, Byrne is a special type of guy. But his art's great. But is it though? Is it? I think it is.
Well, the stuff he's doing now, those commissions he's doing now, is probably the best stuff he's done in forever.
Yeah.
A lot of those commissions are like, wow, man, why weren't you doing this in the 90s?
He might have just been tired of comics too.
It was you know what it was, and I even called him out on this. He was bitter about Image.
What's wrong with Image? With him?
He said no.
He said no to Image?
He said no to Image.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. He was invited to join Image. And he said no to Image. And then I went on his message board and I gave him the numbers on how much money he would have made in the first year of Image with his kind of output and the kind of sales they were getting at Image. If he was one of the founders of Image, dude would have made millions that first year.
Oh.
So I think he's a little bitter.
Yeah, that's probably likely. Who else did I see? I'll tell you what, man. I remember Doug said once that buying original art was so cool because you get like an art education. If the money you spend on a semester on comic art is more valuable on the comic art. And I got a good like 30 minutes just staring at Olivier Coipel's art. Man, that dude is magnificent.
Yeah.
He's doing some stuff. I think, I mean, did I tell you this already? I think I did told you the story already. But I was comparing him a lot to the great European artists like Moebius, and he's figured something out in his work that I think is just working tight. It was looking really, really good. And he's definitely simplified his work. He simplified it, and he's getting a great look out of it that I was not expecting. And you can't really appreciate it when it's colored. That's the bad thing about some of this stuff. The color sometimes, if I'm not sure if it's the quality of the colorist or not, or if it's just because the book, the Magic Order looked good, but seeing it in an original pages was stunning, and he uses a lot of great ink washes now too. So, but he does a lot of hatching too. I'm always surprised by that. I almost told him you should talk to Mike Miller so you can learn how to.
Well, I'll tell you what though. Before I start, I'm gonna do Lone Star 3, also all quill. But after that, I'm gonna go back and buy like a dozen brushes, and the next project I do, it's going to be all brush, which means it's not going to be all hatchy.
Well, that's funny because I was actually at a used bookstore earlier this week. When I go to every once in a while just to take a quick look. They know me by name there, and I noticed they had a copy of Something in Virtue, Justice in Virtue by Carlos Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed how much black he adds to his stuff, or whoever was. I think it's his own stuff. I don't think he was inked.
Justice and Virtue.
Mm-hmm. Does that sound familiar to you?
No, what is it?
Yeah. Here, let me look it up.
Who's in it? I mean, who does it star?
Justice League.
Justice.
Yeah. Pacheco.
Are you sure that's the right name?
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Oh, Virtue and Vice.
There you go. Yeah, that I have.
Yeah, all right there. Oh no! Stop it! Stop it!
Yeah, there's a great double page spread in there with all of them in the Watchtower.
Yeah.
Power Woman is arm wrestling. Who's she wrestling? Black Cat, or not Black Cat? Is it Catman? I'm trying to remember. I have that book right here somewhere. But yeah, that's not him. That's Jesus Marino.
Marino inked them.
Yeah.
So I wonder what those panels look like then. Pencils look like.
I'll tell you what, dude. If I get to the point where I can try to hire Marino away, I will hire him. And I will do books at 2 or 3 times the speed I'm doing them now.
Yeah.
If I'm just penciling, dude. If I had somebody like Marino inking me, I'd be doing monthly books. But that's the kind of thing. I don't really trust anybody else to ink me, but I love Marino's ink so much I would let him make me.
He inked over Perez on Superman, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that Superman very much, but you know what? The inks were good.
His inks are incredible. He adds so much freaking texture to stuff. Just love it.
Ooh, I'm scratching up my sunburn. Ooh, that was bad. Oh, you dummy, Elliot. You dummy. You big dummy.
You big dummy.
All right. I think I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna take a break, get ready for church in the morning.
All right. Yeah, you're on late coast.
Yeah.
But I'm finishing this before I go to bed, so.
How much time do you think you still have left?
Not too much actually.
Okay. Well, I'll try to hang on as long as I can.
Just doing this gal's tight curls. And then 2 little figure, not 2 full little figures. Here, you can see here. These little figures here.
I can barely see it, but I think I see it.
And then her curls. Oops, spoilers. Her curls.
Hey, oops, spoilers, and I'll just keep it on here.
Yeah, whatever. Wildcat. Thank you, Kevin Sharp.
So, Joker, you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's enjoyment. Just appreciated how well done it was. The execution on the thing. I think there's very few faults in that movie as far as storytelling. The cinematography, it's like all handheld cameras, so it really They just got the feeling of like a 1981 movie, like you know, a Taxi Driver type of thing. Just nailed it so like perfectly. So it really sets you in that time period. It sets you, you know, it sets you up with this just beleaguered, broken character who, yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah. I've heard a few things, but nothing too spoilery. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm trying to decide when I can go out when I have time. And it's funny because I don't usually like to watch movies like that in the theater. I always prefer spectacle in theater because I feel like it's worth the money to go see something explode. But every once in a while, I like the designation people are giving it. It's not just a movie; it's a film. I like when they talk.
Yes,
it's better than a movie. It's not just a popcorn experience. It's a full on. This is important art.
Yep. It's art, man. It's art.
And we're not talking about RT Bear. Wait a minute.
And you know how it was? It wasn't even a Joker movie. It was just a movie script, and then they adapted it to be Joker.
Oh, is that true? Oh,
yeah.
Well, what was it supposed to be?
I don't know. Sort of a King of Comedy meets Taxi Driver.
So did it have a clown in it and everything?
I don't know.
That's fascinating. I'd like to hear more about that history.
Migs is seeing Joker tomorrow. Excited to see it with good friends of mine. Do it.
Word.
Yeah, Eden wants to see it again.
I thought about taking. Well, I almost took her to see my daughter to see it last night or today. Last night. But I thought I wasn't sure if it was good for her.
How old is she again?
She's 13.
There's a lot of swearing in it.
Well, maybe you don't know me so well. I got issues. No, I think I was more concerned about like, would it be too weird for her? I still haven't seen Clockwork Orange for that reason. I don't.
Jeez, Louise, do not let her see that.
No, I won't. I won't. But I haven't seen it either.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
It's an excellent film, but it is very, very well, let's just say Gary Shipman will never see that film.
Oh, yeah.
And if he did, he might explode.
No.
Space Alien said the original title was Carnival, which, he does express that that's his clown's name at one point in the movie.
Well, I'm excited for it.
So I guess he was a clown. Yeah, maybe someone's like, "Oh wow, this script is awesome. You know, it would be really cool if this was the Joker."
Well, you gave me a lot of praise earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing it, especially Joaquin's performance.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
I still haven't seen the other one, the Ring of Fire, whatever it is, the Johnny Cash story.
Really? Walk the Line.
Walk the Line. There you go.
Oh, that's great, man. I love that movie. I watch that. That's one of the rare movies that like I watch it and then as soon as it's over, I want to watch it again.
Oh, wow. My wife won't see movies like that with me because she feels like she's like, why do you watch movies over and over again? I said, because they bring me joy. Happy.
Yeah, but no, Joker was even better the second time around. So
what is it about the second time? Did you get more information or was it just
I think so. I just picked up on stuff that I didn't pick up the first time. You know, like if you watch something a second time, you're free to like let your eye wander and not be focused where the director wants you to focus.
Yeah.
You know? But one thing I picked up on is he has this dance that he does. And I know the first time I watched it, I didn't quite get it. I was like, it felt like a sort of a forced character trait that they were just trying to add to the, make him seem weird or something, right? But then the second time around, I watched it, and this isn't really spoilers. The first time he starts dancing is when he has a gun in his hand. And so I picked up on it that time that, oh, this is like the first time he feels a sense of power, right? So it becomes this elation sort of a thing. And then when he kills people for the first time, he goes into this real elaborate sort of you've seen it on the commercials, right? Like the dancing stuff. And it's like, okay, this time I get it, right? And then every time he does the dancing thing, you really get he's like breaking out of his chrysalis, right? He's becoming the Joker. He's becoming the madman. He's shedding that effort to be a normal human being. It's really good.
What do you think? So I agree with you. It's not necessarily enjoyment, but what is it about? I think it just gives us a chance to examine things a little differently. Or I'm curious about that. Like why do we? Is it just fascinating? Is it a fascinating movie to you?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's fascination. It is fascination. Yeah, because it's and that's the hard thing. It's not an anti-hero, right? He's a villain. And you're not rooting for him at all, right? Because he's doing some pretty crappy stuff. But you are, what's the word?
You're understanding it, maybe?
Yeah, maybe you're understanding it.
Or empathizing? Can you empathize?
That's the word I'm trying not to use, but maybe that is accurate.
Is it because you feel like it's too dark to empathize with, or?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's like he just has psychotic reactions to, crappy situations. Like somebody treats him badly, he there's one part where his boss is yelling at him, and he just kind of zones out, and he's got this just psychotic look in his eyes as the boss's voice kind of fades out, and this music just like insane music starts playing up, and it's like, there's ways to deal with it. A rational person would be like, trying to explain their way out of a situation, or reason with the guy or something, and he just kind of like, he just takes the yelling instead of, that his boss doesn't believe his story, right?
I gotcha.
But he doesn't continue to fight for himself. He just kind of withdraws into psychotic panic, and then he goes outside and just starts beating the crap out of the trash.
Do you get the impression he looks kind of old to me? Do you get the impression that he fits in a Batman universe, or is this just do we just like this enough as it is in a Joker story?
Honestly, if they could fit the Batman universe around this Joker rather than trying to use the Batman universe that exists now, I would prefer it.
How could they do that?
Because they have this Gotham built up as this 1981 era New York City type of a thing. Whereas I don't know, I'm trying to think of what version of Gotham best fits. The show Gotham is sort of its own weird time. Right? It's like, yeah, it's the 50s. We got cell phones. Whatever. It's like, and I feel like the Chris Nolan Batman Gotham was really just more like a modern New York, right? It wasn't as they said it was scummy, but it really didn't feel scummy. This movie felt scummy because it was like during a trash strike,
Okay.
right? So
yeah.
it just felt like a freaking you're existing in filth, right? Just filth everywhere. It felt like you're walking through San Francisco.
That was the Bronx back in the 70s and 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. So it played really well to that just disgusting, downtrodden sort of a New York that I didn't feel like any of the other Batman. I mean, the Gotham and that's a thing. I guess it's Gotham that needs to fit the Batman. Nolan's Batman was just Chicago. Maybe they made Gotham Detroit.
I do agree with that about the Batman movies, that they did have that. They weren't gritty enough. They felt it. You're right. It felt too modern, felt too clean.
Yeah.
I've been to Chicago. I think most people may have. And that was one of my, especially downtown Chicago. And I remember thinking, man, this is a really clean city.
Mm.
And that's how the movies felt. They felt as clean that way. Oh, it's Chicago. But yeah, I remember. You ever see the movie Fort Apache, the Bronx?
Yeah.
Is it Paul Newman? No. Who was in that movie? Yeah, it was Paul Newman.
I think it was Paul Newman.
Yeah. That movie, I just saw that maybe last year for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember for a moment there, I was a little stunned by it because the city doesn't look that way anymore, but it looked just like that. I watched an interview with Joe Rogan and Rob Zombie recently, and Rob Zombie recounts what 42nd Street used to look like. And, of course, Rob Zombie's a little weird, so he kind of prefers it that way. I remember 42nd Street like that. My uncle used to take us to movies, theaters, and that so we can watch double features.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we watched those double features. They were terrible. But because they were always old kung fu movies, the worst one too. But anyway, sure enough, man, that's that weird, ugly, scummy, dirty, like the everything looked like the smell of urine.
Yes. That's the Joker, man.
Cool. That's an interesting thing. I'm not saying I like that sort of thing, but I do appreciate when people can invoke that kind of feeling behind it.
And then one thing that did seem weird to me was the casting of Thomas and Martha Wayne. They look like they're in their 60s or late 50s.
Okay.
And Bruce is 9 years old.
Well, sometimes people wait later, Mike.
It just seemed unnecessary.
Okay, so do you think they're going to fit this Joker with that new young guy from... Is that the plan?
He's in his 30s now, right?
Yeah, but he still looks like he's 12. Comic Book Bob says, hey, man, Kung Fu movies are vital. I get it, man. I'm just saying they were the bad ones. There were some bad Kung Fu movies, trust me. And it was all the ones that were set in modern time. That was weird because it was 70s modern time. Of course, I was watching those in the 80s. So it was even grosser to me. Mike, I think this is coming out kind of cool, man.
Yeah, baby.
I think you're going to enjoy it. As a potential cover there.
I think you need to wrinkle up his shoulder a bit.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at everything at one time. I'm trying to see if I can push it all in sooner than later. I do agree with you, sir.
DJ Peterson says, I have a surprise for you on your Twitter regarding your Turkmenistan post. Yeah, something going on with my twin brother in Turkmenistan.
I love it. No one's going to believe that. They're going to think that that's just a picture of you.
Well, if you zoom in on it, you can tell it's not me. But from, low res, it really looks like me. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Everything was trash in the 70s. I miss it, says Kevin Ryan.
You know, in Evan,
I'll show you. Hold on a second.
in retrospect, I kind of feel that way too. I kind of miss the texture of New York.
The horse in the back and the hall. That's all.
It's like you're laughing at the horse.
Classic. Good times had by all. You know what? You should share that to the Turkmenistani
Yeah, the embassy.
prime minister or whatever. All right.
Who would this mic be?
Back to good stuff. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. At the late night double feature picture show. I wanna go. Oh, oh. To the late night. You know what I'm saying? Double feature
No idea. You sound wonderful saying it though.
picture show by RKO. It's from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Never seen that either. Should I?
I don't think you'd get the effect just watching the movie.
Do
It
I
was really an event sort of a thing of the 80s. So
They still play them though.
well, that's true. That's true.
They still have those. They do reenactments and everything. I know all about it. I just never saw it.
Yeah, I used to go to that all the time.
But why can't you enjoy it as a film? It was originally released as a film, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why does everybody feel like it has to be appreciated as the more practical presentation?
The event.
Yeah.
Because it's really just sort of a cultish film, right? So the events built around it is really what made it special. Otherwise, it's just a really weird movie. It's a really weird movie with some really great music.
Had Tim Curry in it.
Oh yeah. How'd you do? See, I've met my faithful handyman. He's just a little brought down because when you not
Did he sing in it?
thought you were the candy man. Yeah.
Really? Was it good?
Yeah.
I heard he's not doing very well.
He had a stroke.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right. I am done with her hair. Praise be. Praise be, the hair is done. Let's see. I just got the little characters, Elliot. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now, Elliot? Oh, wait. I got to...
Yeah. I want to keep drawing. That's what I'm going to do.
Just keep drawing. Just keep drawing.
Okay, so I'm getting close. I still have to draw Angel in the back. Why'd you name her Angel?
Why not?
Oh, there you go.
One of my friends in high school was named Angel.
My uncle's name is Angel.
Really?
Yeah.
Angel.
I'll tell him that you used him as reference.
All right, you do that.
Love it.
Riff Raff was cool.
Kevin Ryan is giving us movie titles: The Hot Rock, All the President's Men, 3 Days of the Condor. What is all this about?
I have not seen The Hot Rock. I have seen All the President's Men, and I think I've seen 3 Days of the Condor. It's 3 Days of the Condor.
That's the Redford, right?
Is it? I may be thinking of something else.
Maybe
I
I'm
was
thinking.
thinking of what's his face? Charles? No,
You talking about Ashton?
I can see his face. No. What about the Jackal? I don't think I've seen the Jackal.
There's a bunch of them I haven't seen. I saw the French Connection, but it's been a long time. That was when I was a kid. I hated the 70s, but now I'm starting to like get into them again. 70s and early 80s. The 70s was cool, actually pretty cool.
70s was some great stuff, man.
See, the reason why I had a friend who's pretty geriatric, and he would always complain about the 70s as the time when movies sucked. So we always talked. He hated that. He said he was excited for Star Wars because it broke the whole long run of weirdly philosophical films, and like he didn't like 2001 Space Odyssey. He felt it was it didn't have enough explosions.
He was the John Malin of his day.
Yeah. But now though, I'm rediscovering all kinds of good stuff. But I saw some terrible ones too. Do you remember that movie Chud? Cannibalistic humanoid underground
dwellers. Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime right now, and I want to watch it so bad, but I know
Thank you, Charles Bronson, Ray Thulu. That's who I was thinking of. Is that who's in it?
I don't.
3 Days of the Condor.
Maybe the China Syndrome. That's another one that I always wondered about. Like, is that any good? And there was another one called See, I always thought that China Syndrome was some sort of weird like outbreak movie or something. Like it was some kind of space alien thing. Never saw Body Snatchers either.
What?
Yeah, man. There's a bunch of stuff I never saw. I just didn't care enough about it, I guess, at the time. Oh, man. This guy has a jacket. Okay.
What?
This is cool, man. This is going to be I like when the homage requires change. Like, I don't want to just draw the same thing. I like that this is different. The characters are unique. There was something else around the time.
Kelly's Heroes was rad.
What's that about?
It's about a group of guys in Germany, and they find a stash. I think they find a stash of gold, like American Heroes. I haven't seen it in decades, but I used to watch it when I was a kid. And they either find a stash of gold or they find out about a stash of gold, and so they want to smuggle it out of Germany. It's like Tank Heist.
That sounds like we Three Kings or something like that, right? What about
But tell me if I got that right, because I seriously haven't seen this movie since I was a kid, but I used to love it. I love that. I love the Big Red One.
That's good.
Oh, 3 Days of the Condor was Robert Redford. Okay, which one was I thinking about with Charles Bronson? The one where he, Telephone,
yeah. Wait, was that
Miles to Go Before I Sleep? That one?
Was that Bronson? And what about didn't Gene Hackman do something? He did French Connection.
French Connection, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I want to go see those now. So apparently
Pablo says they go with tanks to steal it. Yeah, that's what I meant. They're like so it's Tank Heist.
Oh. Nothing original there.
In World War II, and Clint Eastwood's in it.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm trying to remember who else. I think Telly Savalas was in it.
I didn't realize Winter Soldier was a remake of 3 Days of the Condor.
It is?
Well, that's what Kevin Ryan is saying. That's interesting in that regard. I'd buy that for $1.
Great Escape, one of my favorites.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Dirty Dozen, another favorite.
That's one of my favorite ones. What's with James Coleman?
It's with pretty much everyone we just mentioned.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill is in the Big Red One.
Was he?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What did he play in that?
Some private or something.
Why would Big Red One is that contemporary?
That contemporary. It was a World War I movie. I mean, World War II movie.
But it wasn't made in World War II.
No. It was made in the 70s.
Oh wow. Well, I just thought it was Big Red One was I'm getting it confused. I'm getting it confused with what was his name? The cowboy actor, but he wasn't a cowboy. John Wayne. What did John Wayne do that was similar?
Oh.
Or Midway. Midway was an old one too. That's not Midway was made when, like in the 60s?
Oh, I don't remember. Tora was great.
That also was a 60s movie, right? It wasn't.
I think that was old.
Big Red One. I always put it together with all those movies. Did you ever see that one with the kid, the Garfield guy that played Spider-Man? He did some kind of movie about this soldier during one of the.
Yeah. That's a great movie. I can't remember the name of it.
You see, there you go. Tora was 1970. Huh.
Tora.
Yeah, I gotta watch some of that stuff again. Those are great.
In the 80s, you had Porky's and
classic movies like Porky's. Yeah,
that's right.
Kim Cattrall was in that movie.
She was?
If I remember correctly, yeah, she was. They called her Lassie. I think she was Lassie.
No, Kim Cattrall was no, she wasn't Lassie.
I'll look it up right now.
Lassie had dark hair, I thought.
Well, she did also for a while. She's a brunette.
You know why they call her Lassie? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, The Last American Virgin. I remember that. How did my parents let me watch that?
Oh, my parents didn't let me watch any of that stuff. My friends. That was bad. Yeah. Kim Cattrall as Miss Lynn Lassie Honeywell.
No way.
Yep, on Wikipedia.
Wow.
A lot of weird first movies, right, for some of these actors.
Yeah. So I guess it's like ending up doing Sex in the City was just how she wraps up a nice bow on her whole.
Yeah, right.
Start as Lassie, end as
something like
something like that.
All right. Okay.
You saw Porky's when you were 10. Yeah, I saw Porky's because we would come down and stay here at my mom's friend's house, and they had HBO.
Yeah.
So hey, it's 2:00 in the morning. Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, that's how I saw.
Dun, 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 dun.
When I was a kid, my it was around my 10th birthday, and we had visited Florida for one of the first times. With my aunt and uncle living in Fort Myers at the time. My uncle had cable, and I got a great dose of Nickelodeon in the early years of Nickelodeon. And one night, and my dad always hated it. He always went along, but poor guy, he was trying to be nice, but he's like, I'm in somebody else's home. But my uncle was always making things tough for him, as a Christian in particular. But hey, he says, let's watch this movie. It's a good new one. It's on HBO, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. And so me and my cousin were like supposed to be sleeping in the living room on the like camping out, and we're just watching it through the cracks of the couch. What's going on? This is crazy.
Did you ever try to like go to some friend's house and they have like the scrambled porno channels, and you're just like, I think I see a leg.
Yeah, we did that in New York. Yeah. And those guys, like, they were so cool. They were practically charging admission for the scrambled image. Kevin Ryan says, thank God for Cinemax when I was in high school.
Oh my gosh. Skinemax.
Yeah. It was between that and Superman 2. That was a lot of that going on HBO.
And Grease too.
Grease 2. Oh yeah, with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Was that one of her first ones?
Yep.
Wow, man, that's a weird one too. Not a weird one, but not as weird. But
I loved it when I was a kid, man.
I'm a big fan of the first one.
Yeah.
I dated a girl once who was like, "Oh, that's my favorite movie. I wish I was born then." And I was like, "Who?" Her favorite character was what's her name? The dark haired girl that was pregnant. Rizzo. And I was always like, "Why?" I just think she's so free. Like, I know. And we didn't last very long. Let's just put it that way. She was so free. But all right. This is looking kind of cool. I'm taking it to this level, and then I'm gonna drop it down again, and then retweak it.
Right on.
But I'm feeling good about the solutions
His
so
sleeve
far.
seems a little short.
Who?
His sleeve. Svarog's sleeve looks a little short.
On the left here, his left arm.
Oh, yeah. Look how much of his wrist you can see. It should go all the way. Just add an extra cuff or something. I don't know. Or wrinkles or something to make it, because it looks like he's got floods. Floods for sleeves.
That's cool. It'll give me a little more stuff here.
Gosh.
See, I knew it. Mike was going to tell me what I did wrong. Actually, John Byrne drew that arm really short. That's what I noticed. It was a real short arm. How dare I?
Byrne. See?
My fault. Don't use it like that. It's just reference.
Byrne. That freaking guy.
Hey, how's Weldon doing? He doing good?
I haven't talked to him since.
Yeah, I gotta get a hold of him. I need to. Actually, I think he's on Instagram. I'll try to get a hold of him there.
He's on Facebook.
I hate Facebook. It's just a headache. It is too. Social media was really interesting in the early aughts, but then all of a sudden, it just became super intrusive, and too many people were like it's bad enough that I'm on a cell phone that anybody can access me anytime. So when like it used to be, hey man, I'm sorry I didn't call you back. I wasn't even home, right? Because we didn't have mobile phones.
Yeah.
Now there's no excuse. And like, yeah, I didn't see your call. Oh yeah, really? It's not. If I really didn't see your call, I'm sorry, but no one believes me. Like, I didn't see your stupid call, man. I didn't see it. Let's fight. You must hate me. Like, no, I don't. Shut up. Anyway.
Yeah. It's me.
Among other things. But yeah, that's when. So it's Facebook is like that, because now every time I go on Facebook, wing, I'm like, oh, who's this now? Hey man, it's been a long time. Like, yeah, that's probably a reason why. That's how introverted I really am, though. I'm terrible about that. I don't like to talk to anybody. Like, who did I talk to? This is very similar. Oh,
My wife.
No, it was Ed. Like, yeah,
Dude, Ed is the king of the Luddites. He is so bad about any social media or anything. His kid's on Facebook. I see his kid on there, Kyle. Did he bring any of his kids, or did you not meet him?
Oh, he had a gentleman that sat next to him for a second. I thought might be related to him. I thought I heard him say it was a brother or something like that. Does he do shows with his with family?
He brings Michelle with him to New York, but I don't think she ever actually goes to the show. So I don't know if like he has a brother-in-law or anything like that might have gone.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't talk to him this year. I mean, I've talked to him this year. I didn't talk to him about the shows.
Yeah, he was super cool.
He is. He's the best. No offense to you.
No, I agree. I sat there and I said, you know what? You're better than me. He said, you know, I am. And I said, I know that you know, and that's what makes you.
That oddly sounds like Ed.
No, it wasn't him at all. But just in case,
He's a joker. That guy.
I had to humble myself. Let's
He's
see.
always cracking jokes about me. It's terrible.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he was. We had a good time goofing about you.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said
That freaking guy.
something like that. Yeah. It was difficult at first. We it was loud and it was early in the show. I think it was on Friday. We chatted. I was sitting next to a gentleman named Brent Peoples. Real nice guy. Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I told him he's interested in coming on my channel, so I said, yeah, that'd be great, man. He could probably use some more social love. I'm gonna try to. He worked on. He was one of the main artists on Major X, and we talked about that. I didn't talk about it with him, but I was talking to somebody else about that. How it must be challenging to be on one of a big, profile book like Major X by Rob Liefeld, and nobody knows you drew it. Everybody thinks he did. It's like, yeah, it's no bueno. But he hustled. His wife was fantastic, real nice lady, nice young lady. I tell you what, though, man, I said this on one of my walk and talks. There was a lot of people were way more humble than in the years past. Oh, I lost Mike. For crying out loud.
I tell you
what happened? Is your computer conk out?
Yeah, the other computer Chrome just crashed.
Chrome.
Yes, it's the Elliot show now.
Yeah. What's up, baby? All right.
But boy, I really like having this ability to just back up and just pop open on another computer and jump back on the stream. Though my resolution and whatnot is probably lackluster comparatively.
You look a little cloudier right now.
Yeah, well, this camera, whatever.
Oh, well, you're not
just deal with it. We're almost done here anyway. So what were you saying about Brent?
No, just that he is going to be. Oh, no, I hear myself. I'm looking forward to hanging out with him online here in the near future. I'm excited about that. I want to bring people on and talk to folks that are.
That's right.
Say what?
I said that's right. I want to bring new, fresh blood. That's what I'm trying to do with Nerds of the Round Table.
Yeah. What's that about?
Nerds of the Round Table. It's me trying to get people from not necessarily comics, but just as people from outside of, but still related to the nerd culture, right? Like I brought Steve Caballero on because I knew Steve was a huge nerd underneath all of his awesome, being the best skater of the 80s and all that stuff. I also knew he was a great big nerd. So, I brought him on, and then Quarter Black Garrett's a nerd. But I wanted to get people that might have fan bases from beyond our little corner of YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, for those who didn't hear me earlier, this Monday's show is going to have Quarter Black Garrett. Of course, he's my co-host. And Adam Friended, big YouTube dude, and Christian Toto from Hollywood on Toto. and he's also a contributor to the Daily Wire. So, like, you know, people from around who have their own fan bases and whatnot, who can bring some new and different perspectives to this pop culture thing we're doing.
That's what's up, man. I like that.
All right. Well, I'm done, dude.
You're done. I'm still working, but you know what? I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight.
All right, man. Well, thanks for being here, Elliot, and thanks for everybody out in magical world of YouTube. Are you watching this on YouTube? I locked it like I'm locked.
You are.
Am I locked? Are you watching it on
YouTube?
YouTube? Let me look on YouTube on my phone. Am I locked up?
I had. You are locked up right now on here.
Am I locked up? You are locked up right now. Yeah, everything's locked up.
It's still the Webcomics show. What?
Someday we'll get a better computer and stuff. You're moving. I can see you moving.
Yeah, I'm moving. This is the Jerkmonger show. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate all of you.
Well, thanks everyone for being here. Good night, YouTube peoples around the world. I will see you on Monday. You doing any streaming tomorrow, Elliot?
Probably not, man. I'm gonna try to get
not.
some time I lost today, and
Yeah.
yeah.
All righty. Angel has bigger boobs.
I'm still working on it.
Okay. I'm just saying. Gotta make sure you don't nip that too much in the bud.
Gotcha. She's sweet.
And yeah, so I'll see you guys Monday for cross-examinations and Nerds of the Round Table. And please, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on. Please.
Mike's saying thanks for coming. Good night.
LoneStarComic.com for Lone Star, and get over there and get yourself some Doom Kicker on Indiegogo. Want to give people your address on the way out? Subscribe, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Blah 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 blah.
Word. Have a great night. Back Lone Star. Peace.
Jerkmonger. Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
No Twitter.
There you go.
No Twitter.
Jerkmonger. It works.
God bless everybody.
Peace.